Welcome to this video where we will explore how to find an unknown angle. So previously we've had a look at how to find out a particular side, whether it's on the numerator or the denominator. Here we're going to try and find out what the angle is where we've got two specific sides. So step one is the same process, finding out which ratio to use. So are we going to use the sine ratio, the cosine ratio, or the tangent ratio based on the information that we have in the triangle? Remember, it's all related to the positions in relation to that angle. So this one's your adjacent, this one's your hypotenuse. So you've got adjacent and hypotenuse, so therefore we're going to have cosine as our ratio. So step number one is to write down cos theta is equal to 8.2 over 14.3, where this is your adjacent and this is your hypotenuse. So really what this is saying is the ratio of adjacent to hypotenuse is going to be cos of that angle. So we're trying to work out what angle, when we find the cosine of, will be 8.2 over 14.3. Now it's the reverse of what we've been doing, so to work that out, there's a button on our calculator, that's the inverse function, the inverse cos. So sometimes your calculator, depends on what calculator you have, it will be the second function button if you have a Sharp. If you have a Casio, it will be the shift button before you press cos. So you press second function, then cos, then put your brackets, do the 8.2 divided by 14.3, then press equals. Or if you have a Casio calculator, you press shift, then cos, then do the brackets 8.2 over 14.3, close brackets, then press equals. Your answer won't come up as what I've got here, which says 55 degrees, 0 minutes, and 37.733 seconds. Your calculator display will be slightly different. Yours will be in decimal form, and you'll need to change it to what I've got here. So yours would actually say 55 degrees. Sorry, let me just do that again. Let's just ignore that degrees. It'll be 55.01048,153, etc. degrees. And to change it to this, you have to press the second function, degrees, minutes, seconds. The question said to the nearest degree, so this is 0. It's not 30 or bigger, so therefore this stays as is. So we've got the angle roughly equal to 55 degrees. So step 1, write down the ratio. Step 2, find the inverse trig of that ratio. Get your answer in degrees, minutes, seconds, and then round off your answer. Okay, pause the video and see what answer you get for alpha. And this time we're not going to work it out to the nearest degree, but to the nearest minute. Okay, so what ratio do we need to use? Sine, cos, or tan. We have opposite, so it could be those ones. And we have adjacent. So we know it's going to be the tan ratio. So tan is opposite over adjacent. So right, tan of our angle is equal to, here's our opposite, and here is our adjacent side. Be very careful you don't do the 23 on top, because we're actually looking at the opposite side over the adjacent side. So alpha is going to be equal to the inverse tan of 37 over 23. That's not a power of -1. Just be careful, it's not 1 over 10, it's actually saying the inverse tan of that ratio. Use your calculator, and now we have degrees, minutes, seconds. So we want it to the nearest minute. So looking at this, is that bigger than 30? No, it's not. So this guy stays the same. So 58 degrees and 8 minutes. How did you go with that triangle? Okay, so here's 2 other questions for you to have a go at. So pause the video, show you're working out, and then see what angles you end up getting. So there's our 2 angles of theta. The first one is theta equals 28 degrees 4 minutes, and question 4 is 43 degrees and 59 minutes. How did you go to work out theta? Okay, thanks for watching this video where we found an unknown angle.